Sarnaik, your host. Welcome to another edition of the Sales Target. Today we are going to figure out, instead of overcoming objections, how to block them. Imagine a sales presentation and there are zero objections. Too good to be true, right? Well, you can achieve that. It's not a fantasy. All you need is a little bit of preparation, a little bit of skill as well. So when it comes to devising strategies to block sales or overcoming sales objections, there are a lot of content out there. Not only through books, but through internet and YouTube. Now, you have to be a little bit cautious here. No doubt this content is really current, very effective, and shared by great eminent sales personnel. But you have to be cautious because sometimes those objections cannot be directly applicable to a different culture. Our values, beliefs, opinions, as well as the way we do things, the cultural influence is different. And devising a strategy to overcome sales objection, you have to be very careful. අපේ ක්‍රමවේදී, අපේ පුරුදු, අපේ විශ්වාස, අපේ සංස්කෘතික ආభాෂයන් වෙනස්. So you need to figure out the ground realities when you're devising a sales objective. So much so that customer to customer, you need to really customize your sales objection strategies. This is what I call sales localization. You need to localize your selling efforts. In this case, you're selling overcoming objections or blocking objection efforts. So having said that, sales objection is nothing but just a disagreement, difference of opinion, a mismatch, non-consenting of ideas. සමහර විට උඹක් කට්ටිය එක පෞද්ගලිකව ගන්නවා. ඒක පරස්පර විරෝධී අදහසක් විතරයි. So if you have bad experience in the past overcoming sales objection, that act as a catalyst for future efforts. You have to manage your state. This is what we call the state elicitation. You have to separate your past bad experience and develop a new frame of mind when you're meeting future clients. අතීතයේ කට්ටියට අමිහිරි අත්දැකීම් තියෙනවා නම් ප්‍රතික්ෂේප objections වලින් ඉදිරියට එන්න සමාජයට එක ගලාගෙන එනවා. මේ මානසිකත්වයේ ගේන්න බෑ ඉදිරියට sales objections meet කරනකොට. You have to keep that separate. So in principle, there are so many different objections, but basically it can be related to price or advanceability or expandability, or it can be to something to do with technology or complexity of the price or user friendliness. So it can be so many different reasons. Miller, පාචි කිරීමේ පාසුව, තාක්ෂණය, සංකීර්ණ භාවය, වර්ධනය කිරීම හැකියාව, so ඒ වගේ හුඟක් විවිධ ප්‍රතික්ෂේපවලට හේතු වෙන්න පුළුවන්. So people come up with objections due to skepticism, meaning there can be certain flaws in your sales presentation. Maybe you are not really spending enough time in developing a rapport. Maybe credibility may be an issue. Or maybe sometimes we are over-quantification, over-promising, but the product doesn't deliver that. So there can be those reasons. And also it can be due to some misunderstanding. Maybe you must have treated them separately, so different vibes would have communicated. So getting back to the question of how to block objections, it stems from the concept that 95% of all decisions happens in the subconscious mind. And we have to make use of that huge 95% component to our advantage. The decision-making unit of the brain, it is situated in the front lobe of the prefrontal cortex. That is where whether to object or not to object, like or dislike, everything happens. This 95% decision-making in the subconscious mind is taken advantage to a great extent by lawyers in the legal profession. Knowing that the judge will ask you to withdraw or overrule a particular statement, they still go ahead and make a statement in the conscious world. And the judge will say, okay, withdraw that statement or overrule. But the jury has already been exposed to that message. Subconsciously, they're going to come and influence their decision. So we as salesmen, we need to make sure that we take advantage of that 95% subconscious decision making. How do we do that? Imagine a situation in a sales presentation where there are one client, but there are about 4 decision makers. One from finance, one from procurement, maybe head of sales, one from the technical department or CEO. And if one party has a bit of concern about the complexity of the product, you feel that it's complex, but he's not going to share that in the open. But if another party raised that same objection, like, hey, what sounds a little bit complex. Then that particular doubt becomes reinforced. That mataya podak savidana. And that can lead to a great objection at the end of the sales presentation. So what you need to do is you need to zero in. You need to come out with these blocks way before. And you can say, you must be thinking, it sounds like complex, but let me assure you, it's not that complex. If it is a price issue, you can say that you might be thinking that the price is a little bit high, but I'll show you the value that it can generate. Maybe if it is a technical concern that everyone has and somebody is about to raise that, you can zero in and block that by saying that, I'm sure you must be thinking we are not using the latest technology, but I guarantee you in a while, I'll show you that we are using the most latest technology. In this way, they cannot come up with their blocks because it's already been addressed. And later, you don't, by sharing that block, you don't solve it then and there. You take time, when the right time comes, you share the block. And later you can go and say, now that I explained, don't you think it's not that complex? Obviously they are going to agree with you. So this way, you are not going to, if there is any objection, you are not going to disagree, nor you are going to agree as well. So make sure that you don't disagree openly. That can intimidate them. You acknowledge their objection. But make sure you, while agreeing with them, it will confuse them because this guy is agreeing with them and still coming up with a solution. And they still continue to persist with objections. Then you can bring in what are called the 3 Fs. Feel, felt, found. For example, if they say a particular product is too complex, you can say that, I understand what you're saying, I feel for you. But a lot of people felt like that. And now they have found out that it's not so complex when they start using it. You can use the feel, felt, found concept to any objections you have. මට තේරෙනවා කට්ටිය හිතන විදිහ හුඟක් කට්ටිය එහෙම හිතුණා. හැබැයි දැන් ඒ කට්ටිය තේරෙගිලා තියෙනවා ඒකේ value එක. So you can really reach the status of zero objection in sales presentation. And just a matter of preparation. It's a matter of understanding what the blocks are, and before they raise them, you raise it and then create that, not just a monologue, but a dialogue within the customer. So the final takeout is by really blocking their objections, not allowing them to, air it in a wider audience. You are really engaging with them, you are agreeing with them, but slowly but logically, you are showing that our proposition have already taken care of your concerns. This is Manik signing out with another Sales Insight moment, reminding you, it's time to stop selling, start closing.